pick up some new tires. Alright, we just picked up these 40-inch Pro Comp tires for Sam's 4-door Commando Jeep. They're grabbing the last tire right now. We're going to put it in the truck and take them back.
Oh yeah, I got them 40s cleaned up. So I labeled them. I bought the tread life. This has 55. That has 50. Yes, it is exactly 50. Let me show you guys right here. See that that line right there? There's 2 tread blocks on Pro Comp tires. As you can see, there's the lower tread block and then there's the upper one. So that line right there, that is the lower tread block. These are almost on the lower tread block. So, you know, this higher tread block is completely gone. So these have reached 50. This is the lowest one out of all 4. This one is 55 as well. You can still see it has some of the top tread block still there. See those lines right there? That is actually part of the upper tread block. So I assumed it was about 55. So we got 55, 55, pretty solid. The lowest of 50. And I put this one as a 52 just because it's got a little bit, it's got a hair of the upper tread block left on it, just like the 55s, but it's a little bit lower. You know, it doesn't have those little, you can see they're still kind of there, right there, but not as high as those. So, you know, the low ones, those 2 will be going on the back, and the higher ones will be going on the front, since, you know, you have all that braking in the front and wearing down the tread faster, all the turning and all that wearing them out. So after soaking them in degreaser, pressure washing, scrubbing, they are pretty clean, really nice, pretty much really clean around the bead, all that good stuff, ready to be mounted. Only thing that I found was a tiny little nail right here. Went ahead and actually pulled that out just in case. Wouldn't be able to get it out once it was mounted. So if that needs a plug or anything, no problem. Already get it marked, so I know exactly where it is. Other than that, pretty solid. Gonna either be using these on my Jeep when mine wear out for backups, or gonna be selling them to pay for a bumper. A lot of people have been requesting to have this truck clear coated. They really want to see the old patina look kind of stay, and then add a clear coat over it. Obviously, when we pressure wash it, it's gonna have all this, whatever all that junk is, mold or whatever, from just sitting under the trees. All that's gonna be off. So clear coat on it would look pretty cool. This is how the interior is currently looking. As you can tell, it just hasn't been cleaned up in like 30 years. A lot of stuff like this, cracks and crevices, you know, stuff like that. Look really good if it just had some little bit of a cleaning. Can end up putting some carpet or bed on the floors. Either way, it would look really good. All the stuff is in really good condition though. Obviously, we're starting with the interior on this and get everything pretty much just clean, basically, until we can, you know, do more projects, stuff like that. But then the rest is going to be cleaning up the outside of it, doing small stuff like this, clean up all this crud. There's a little blinker lever right here, just kind of screws into the column. This was a 3-speed on the tree at one point. Moved to the floor, obviously. Probably need like new door seals, stuff like that. You can tell though there's no rust in this truck, which is crazy awesome. You know, everything is, well, really solid. You know, like the fenders and all that good stuff. No rust, boys. Really need to get some of these new sealers though and fasten those down somehow. Door probably sound a lot quieter on the highway. I got some screwdrivers because I cleaned up this little boot here, but I'm gonna try to put it in the correct way. It looks like it was just left, just kind of hanging out. Because like we were mentioning earlier, this thing was a 3 on the tree. Yeah, you guys can see that shifter linkage a lot better now. Not sure if that could be tightened up any, probably not. But yeah, I'm gonna try to take these little screws out right here. Try to install this boot. Alrighty, so pressure wash the engine. Was really mindful about the intake, all the wires and stuff like that. All that stuff right there, all like on the back of the firewall, was pretty much just pure dirt. And then I also cut this a little bit back so I can peel this first piece of metal, sheet metal back or whatever this is. Pretty thick and strong, and got this pretty much beat out pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better than it was. So, you know, just glancing at it, you're not really going to be able to tell that there's a big giant dent there. So you can fine tune that later, but for right now, that will get the job done. Got that tucked back up there now. Pretty much everything else is nice and clean. So what I'm doing right now is I'm making sure I get all the water out, got the shop vac, blowing air out instead of going in. So pretty much just trying to make sure everything is nice and dry.